data now is a sales data, a data that the company made, the data about the sales made by a company. So the data has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 16 columns. And it has about 10,000 data values. So we have, the data is about the total revenue and total profit made by this company. So it covers various regions of the world. We have regions like Oceania, Europe, Sub-Saharan Africa, and so on. We have different countries in those regions. And then the item types, the type of items that the company or the stores are selling. These are the item types. You have cereal, furniture, household, fruit, toys, and so on. We have sales reps, those that are making sales for them, sales representative. Then we have sales channel, those that are making sales channel, whether they made their sales online or offline. And then we say we have other priority. Is the order made? Is it low priority? Is it high priority? Is it medium? And so on. Then we have order date, which day the order was made, and which day they ship the product to the customer that made the order. And then we have unit sold. And we have unit cost, total revenue, total cost, total profit. Then from here, from this order date now, we extracted the data into order month and order year. Like this. So this is the data that we have. So as a data analyst, when you have data like this is a raw data. You need to make a meaning out of this data. You need to make insight, to make the company have insight in what they are doing. So one of the things you can do with this data is to create a data visualization. First of all, you have to summarize the data using tables. So we're going to create what is called pivot tables with this data, so that we see what is the total revenue or what is the total profit the company made in various regions, in various countries, and what is the total profit made by the sales representative, by the sales channel, and all of that. So to create, meanwhile, while the class is going on, if there's need to draw my attention, if you are not getting anything, if you cannot see, let me know. I hope you can see my screen. Are you going to see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. We can see your screen.
All right. Oh, good. So let us continue then. So to create a pivot table with this data, you click on any value in the data, click anywhere it will work. So when you click on any value in the data, you now go to insert. You go to insert here. And when you click on insert, you now see a pivot table here. This is pivot table. So you click on pivot table. When you click on pivot table, Excel now select the whole of the data set that you have here. You select from column 1 to the last column, and from row 1 to the last row where the data is. Our data is up to 10,001. 10,001 value, including the heading, including all those region countries. So when it selects like this, you now say, okay, it should open in a new sheet, or you can open in on existing sheet. But because this data is large, it has covered a lot of space, we are going to open in a new sheet. So you click OK here. You click OK. So when you click OK, this is where your table your pivot table. Look at what it's showing you, a pivot table 1. But you are not created a table yet. It's only showing you where the pivot table will show. To create a table now, you come here. These are the pivot table feeds. These are the columns we have in the data. This is region, country, item type, sales rep, sales channel, item, all of them. So so the first thing we will do here is that we want to know in each of the regions, what is the total revenue generated by regions. So you now click on region here, or you drag it. You hold your you drag regions here and bring it under rows here. Look at it here. You now drop it here. When you drop it now, the values will now show. Look at it here. These are the regions we have: Asia, Europe, North America, Oceania, South America, Sub-Saharan Africa. Then you now want to see the total revenue generated in these regions. So to do that, you scroll down here. Look at total revenue here. Drag the total revenue and bring it under values here. You press it under values. There you have it. This is your pivot table. This table now gives you a summary of all the revenue made in each of the regions across this country. You now change this thing and type it as regions. This is region. So this is region, and this is the total revenue generated in these regions. So now that you have created your pivot table, the next thing is to create a pivot chart. The next thing is to create a pivot chart. All right, let's continue. To create your pivot chart, you click on any value in the pivot table. You click anywhere in the pivot table and then come to insert once again, and then come to look at recommended charts here. You select those charts. We have this is a bar chart, this is a line chart, this is a pie chart. These are various charts that we can create. So with this data now, we can create let's create bar chart here. You click on bar chart and select this one. So we have created this chart. This chart now gives us the total generated by regions. So we can customize this chart. Let's remove this value that is here. This thing here is not necessary. You just click on it and delete it. Here now, this region that is showing here and this sum of total revenue is also not needed. So you right click on it and come to hide all feed buttons on chart. Click here and they will disappear. Then you come to the title of the chart. Here is just written total, so change it, write it as total revenue. Total revenue by regions. Total revenue by regions. You can make somebody that is making noise in the background should mute, please. Otherwise, I will just mute everybody. I didn't want to mute everybody so that if somebody has there's any need to raise an issue, I will attend to. So mute yourself. Let there be no background noise, please. So now we can change the background color of the title. We come to home here and change the font color to a color that looks better. Let's go with this color. We can change the font type also. You can click here to change the font type. I usually go with this Arial black so that it will look bold. Then this is a chart axis. The number here is showing you that this is a total revenue generated by, but this number is not comprehensive enough. It's not everybody that will understand the meaning of this value. So we are going to change these values by right-clicking on it. Right-click on the axis and then come to format axis. You click on format axis. Then you come here. You come here. You scroll down here. Come to number. Look at number here. You click on number and then scroll further. Then the one we have it is on the general note. This is general. So we want to change it to custom. We change this thing and put it as custom. We click custom. What I will do is I will just mute everybody. I will mute everybody so that that background noise will stop. If there's anything, you send a chat to the WhatsApp and we'll respond to it. So I'm going to turn off the background noise. Good. Now that background sound has stopped. So we are going to continue. What I was doing is let me take it over again. Let me show you what I was doing. It has already affected, but let me show. When we created a chart, this is not what was showing. The numbers that were showing here were not like this. It was not looking good enough. So you right click on it, go to format axis. You right click on this, click on format axis, and then come down to number here. So under number, it was on general. Now we change it to custom. And under that custom, there's a code here, format code. So we put this code as 0.0, then we put 3 commas, showing that the value is in billion. And then we put B here in quote. This B stands for billion. We can add 0 here so that it will be 2 decimal places. If you want it to be 3 decimal places, we add another 0. But let's not do that. Let's put it to be on 2 decimal places. And then you click add. And you can see that the axis has changed now. So here we have 4.40 billion, 4.35 billion, and so on and so forth. So this axis is looking okay now. You can add the axis title by you come to this plus button here. You click on this plus button and look at axis title here. You now check it. So it now gives you where you put the title of your axis. So here now the title is the title of the axis here is going to be revenue. Revenue. Why this one is under the x-axis, the title is country, or the country is region. We can change the font color of this axis also. You right click on this, come to home, and change the color to another color. Let's say something like green. Come here and change it also, the same green. We can change the color of the title, the axis title also. Let's come home and change it. Maybe we'll change it to this one. Change this one. Change it to this. You can change the background color also. You can change the background color. So you click on the chart, the whole of the chart, and come here. Look at this fill color here. You now select, you scroll down and select the type of color that you want. You can check any background color. You can go with black. You can go with any color of your choice. Maybe let me go with this one. Change the color of the chart. Can change the color of the chart. Maybe to white. Let's change it to white. So this is cool. You can do any color of your choice. So you can now rename this. We can rename this as, we can come to this sheet 2 here and click on it and rename it as revenue by countries. Revenue by regions, and put it like that. So we come back to the data set and create another pivot chart and pivot table. Click on any value in the table, in the data, go to insert, click on pivot table, click on OK, and then select. Now we're going to select country. We select country. These are the various countries we have, and we still select total revenue generated. We still go with total revenue. Where is total revenue here? Here is total revenue. We click on it, we drag it and bring it under values, and then you have it. So these are the revenue generated by various countries. That is the revenue generated by the company in those countries. So to create a pivot chart now, to create a pivot chart, you now click on insert. When you click on insert, you go to recommended charts. So now let's create a line chart. Look at this. This is a line chart here. We click on this, and it gives all those charts. This you can go with this. You can go with this one or this. Anyone that you may prefer. Let's go with this first one. This is the total revenue generated by countries. Remove this thing here. Hide this one. Change the title to total revenue by countries. Total revenue by countries. Let's move it this side. You can now change the axis the same way we did the first time. Format the axis, change it to custom. You click on number here. Click on number. And you change it from custom, from general. You change it from general to custom. You go with this this type. We go with this one. Then we have it. So we now we can change the font of this also. Come to home, change to this color. change the font type to this. Change this one to green as we changed before. Change this to green. Come here, also change it to green. You can use color of your choice. We can add the axis title. Click on axis title and you type revenue, and type the axis title, the axis of the x-axis. We call this countries. This country. You change the background of the entire chart. We come here, we change this. Which background did we use? Let's go with this. Change this font color to maybe something white. Yes, white. Look, change this one to white. And we are good to go. If you don't want the lines, if you don't want the lines, you now remove this. You click on this, and the lines will disappear. It will only be the line chart that you have. You don't want the grid lines, but if you want it to remain there, you check it, and the lines will remain. So maybe we should uncheck it and let it be like this. So we are good here. We'll go back to the now we rename this one also. You right click here and rename it as revenue by country. That is, you go back to sheet 1 where the data set is. Click on the data, go to insert, go to pivot table, click OK. Now we want to know the total revenue generated by item types. Now you click on item types here. These are the various items we have. Go to total revenue. Click on total revenue. And there you have total revenue. So this, you change this thing to, you type this as items. These are items. These are the revenue generated. So you go to insert, you click on any value here, go to insert, go to recommended charts. So when you click on recommended charts, let's create another line chart here also. Let's use this type of chart. Sorry for the little break. This is our line chart here now. We use the same process by customizing it. We customize this to custom, and we select this type. We select this. We select where is the one? We select this one. Here you have it. You remove this. remove this here by hiding it. You change this to total revenue. We are dealing with revenue for now. When we are done with revenue, then we'll go to profit. So all the pivot tables and the pivot chart we are creating now is on revenue. So total revenue by items. Come home and change the font color to this. Change the font type to this. Change the font color here to green. Change this one also to green. Change the chart background to blue. Let's keep working with blue. Change this to blue. So we have this. This is okay like this. If you want to add the axis, you can add the axis title. You can add it. So we name this one. This is total revenue. We name this as revenue by items. We go back to our data, click somewhere, go to insert and insert pivot table again. Click OK. Now we want to know the total revenue by sales rep. So click, these are the sales representative. You come to total revenue. You click total total revenue and bring it here. You can also add sales channel. You want to know that those reps, how many of which, what is the total revenue generated when they make sales through online or through offline. So you select sales channel and bring it on that column here. And then you have this table like this. So you have, this is the total revenue generated by Alice Johnson. And this is the total revenue generated online. This is the one generated offline. This is the grand total. So this is your sales channel here in that order. So you can create a chart. Let's create a bar chart. So we have this chart. So this is total revenue generated, and each of the sales rep, you see the revenue generated offline and the one generated online. You can format the axis. Use this format. Use this format. No, that is not the format I want. It has gone back to general. Take it to custom and use this format. There we have it. We add the chart title. The chart title, you click. If the chart title does not come by default, you will come to you come here and add the chart title. So the title here is total revenue per sales rep per channel. We can expand the chart. And rearrange the chart like this. You can make it, can increase the size of the chart by dragging it like this. Let's change the color of this one. Change this one also. Let's change this. And let's change the background of the color. So we have it. Let's create another chart more. Let's create more charts. Go to insert, pivot table, click OK. And now we want to know the total revenue generated per year. So here we have other year. We now select the other year. The other year, because it's a numerical value, now put it as value. So you move it, it is staying under value here, drag it and bring it under rows. So you can see the years. This is from 2015 to 2023. And then we want to know the total revenue generated in those. You can also add other months. You drag the other month also under rows here. So you see, you can see the total, the table will give you in 2015 from January to December, 2016, like that. Let's create such a table and see. So now we drag total revenue and bring it under values. So in 2015, it gives you the total revenue generated in each of the months from January to December, in 2016 from January to December, like that. So let me see what type of chart can we create with this. Go to insert. Let's try a line chart, whether it can give us something good. Let's create it like this. This is good. We expand it so that it will look bigger. We remove this thing here. Hide this. We change this is total revenue per year. Per year and month. So in each year, you want to know the total revenue generated in each year and in which of the months, so that you know which month has highest. So like in 2015, the highest sale was made in around December and so on. Change this to custom as is. Change this one, put this one to million, because the value, the value, each value is not as big. So we put it in million. So this is 350 million, 300 million, 250, like that. We change this to onto home, change this value, change the font type, change the font color of this one, and the font color of this. Increase the font size. Change the background to this. And there we are. You can increase the font size of anything, whatever you want. You can add chart as is, so on. So we have about how many charts? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 charts now. These 5 charts are good. Let us demonstrate what we can do with this chart now. So now that you have created all these charts, let me pause and allow people to ask questions before I will continue. So if you have a question, please can you ask before we continue? Haruna Mohammed Mukhtar, you have a question? Haruna Mohammed, you raise your hand. Do you have a question? Okay, if Mukhtar is not asking the question, what of Emmanuel Ozia? Nobody has a question.
Good evening. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Haruna. Is it Haruna speaking?
No, Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I sort of typed it on the message. I wanted to know if it was possible for you to, or maybe you shared it and were not aware, like the Excel file you're using for the pivot table.
I will share it after the class.
Oh, okay.
I will share it after the class.
Okay.
Any other? You are welcome. Samson Ojewumi.
Yes, you are well done, Mr. Instructor.
You are welcome, Mr.
Thank you for your service. Yes, sir. Now, the question I wanted to ask, somebody has asked this actually. But initially, when you started the class, your picture is it is your picture that is being displayed. Moses is presenting. All other things you have explained before the background begins to show again.
Okay, you could not see what I was doing.
Yes, it was your picture that was displayed on the initial the previous.
That possibly was network. I think other people could see me when I was doing it.
We couldn't say. I couldn't see you.
No, it could be a network from your end. If not, I am presenting. But now you can see my screen, right?
I saw the screen now.
Okay, and so it was network that it should be from your end because I've been presenting. If I'm not presenting, you wouldn't see anything. Who else raised hand? So, good. Shadrach Obida. Hello, Shadrach. Do you want to ask a question?
Yes, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, I'm just seeing blank screen. I'm not seeing anything over there.
Up to now.
Up to now, sir, I'm not seeing anything.
Is there anybody that is seeing my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing your screen. I'm seeing your face.
Yes, sir.
Is network, those that cannot see is their own network, please. Your network that is not strong.
Yes.
Maybe you change a location or change network type.
Location.
Like on Thursday, I was using Airtel. My network was bad. I was using MTN. I promise you that I will use a stronger network today. Today, my own network has been strong. So if your network is not strong, please find a place that you get a stronger network. So let's continue. Let's continue with the presentation. So
sorry, sir, I have a question.
Okay. Yes, you can ask the question.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's just like a suggestion. I don't know, although it's going to consume a lot of time. I was just
let's take your suggestion at the end of the this thing that I want to show. So the final suggestion, I will take them so that in our next class we know how to improve.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Thank you. So now that we have created those charts, we now want to use those charts and create what is called a dashboard. A dashboard that you can create using what you call Power BI or Tableau. You can also create it using Excel. So with all those charts that we have created, we now create a dashboard. So to create a dashboard, when you come here, look at this plus button here. It's for you to create a new sheet. So click on it and open a new sheet like this. So as we have opened this new sheet, we will first of all come to view. Come to view here, click on view, and then remove the grid lines. Look at grid lines here. Uncheck this so that you have a plain sheet like this. Look at it. There are no more lines. Now this is a plain sheet. So we now begin to take our chart and come and form a dashboard. But before we do that, we need a background. We need a background. There are two ways you can do it. It's either you add a background image or you use a shape, a variable here. So to do that, you come to insert and then go to illustrations here. Click on illustrations and then you have pictures. If you want to upload a picture, you click on picture and then it will take you to your computer. It will take you to your computer where you will. So this is my computer now. I have an image somewhere on my desktop. Let me look for it. Yes, it's in this folder here. I open the folder. These are the images. Let me take this image here and insert it here. So the image is inserted. Now I will drag it and expand it. I will expand this image. I will expand and bring it down here. Good. Now from here now, I can now begin to I will now come to the first, this is the first chart that we created. But even before that, let me go back to, let's rename this sheet 7, let's rename it as dashboard. Excel dashboard. This Excel dashboard. So we will create a heading. We give the heading for the dashboard. To give the heading, you go to insert again. And then come to text. Look at text here. You click on text. You click on text box. And then you come and put the text box here. You expand it and type inside. So we can call it Excel dashboard. Let's make it in upper cases. Excel dashboard on sales. So let's change the color of the text to this, and then expand this in, make it bold, increase the font size. The first of all, take this font type and increase this thing to a bigger value. Let's use this one. Maybe this one is too big. Later on we change it, extend this. Let's reduce the font size. Let's put it at 36. Even 36, see, okay, 32. Oh, so this is the title of the dashboard. Excel dashboard on sales. So you now begin to take this picture chart that we created. You click on this and copy it. You click and copy. You copy here, and then you come to the dashboard and do Control V and press it. You drag it and arrange it. You can resize it. Let's reduce the size. I think this is okay. We come to the second one. We click and copy it. Come to the dashboard. Do Control V and press. The thing did not press. Let's go and copy it again. Copy. Come here and press. We drag it and arrange it to where we want it to be. Let's resize it. Let's go to the second. This is another one here. This one we copy it and bring it here. Come and press it. Drag it down here. Let's extend this thing. Move this thing. and arrange it like this. Come to this other one, copy it, bring it here, and come and paste. Drag it and bring it so that it stays here. You make it so that it will look the same. We can let me extend this one so that we paste the other one here. So this is the remaining one here. Copy this. I copy this and come here and then paste it. Let me take this one here. And then put this one here. Extend it to this end. Extend this one. All right. So this is our dashboard now. Let me move this thing to the center here. Let me even increase the font size again. Let me increase it to 36. Put this at 36. Good. So this is what is called a dashboard. This dashboard now summarizes the this dashboard now give a summary of the total revenue generated by the company in various regions of the world and various countries, and even including different their sales channels, their sales representative. Let me increase the font size of this thing here. Let me change this to this so that it will look then it's visible now. So after we have arranged those charts like this, we now add what is called slicers. We add slicers to the chart so that you will be able to filter the chart. You'll be able to click on any value in the chart and know what has happened. So to add slicers to our dashboard, you click on any of the chart in the dashboard and then go to insert and then come to slicers. Look at slicers here. You click on slicers. So when you click on slicer, you can see that it has selected, it has given us all the the items, the columns in our data. These are the columns that are in this data set that we created this dashboard with. So we have regions. So we are going to select regions. We select country, select item type, sales reps, and sales channel. We didn't work on other priority, so we leave other priority. We come to other month and other year. These are the ones that we work on them. You select those, the ones that are not quantitative this thing, like total cost. So that these are numerical values. These ones that are qualitative values. They are the ones that you select so that you will show you the quantitative variable related to them. So you click OK here. So these are the you can see these are the slicers. Let's move them to the right of the chart. You move it here, resize it so that you have enough space to put all of them. You move this one, you resize it. Move this. You resize it.
Hello, sir. If we might stop you, we are not your work is not showing since you started with the slicers.
Okay, since I started with slicers, you cannot see.
You cannot see. It just started showing about a few minutes now, about a few seconds. All the while you started with the slicer, the screen was just static. It was not showing.
Actually, mine is showing.
Okay, but can we all see now?
Actually, I am seeing clearly.
Good. All right, so let's continue. You drag this and come here. You resize it like this. Drag all of them. Drag this other year, bring it here, resize, and then finally other mount. So these are slicers. So now that we have arranged those slicers like this, the next thing is we want to add them. We need to connect the slicers with the charts, with the dashboard. So on each of the slicers here, this is the first slicer is on region. So look at this point here I'm pointing. If you point here, you see something multi-select. Right click on it. If you right click on it, you come to report connections. You click on report connections here. And then you select all the pivot tables that you created at the beginning. So you check them here, all of them. You check all of them. And then click OK. You come to the country, you do the same thing. You right click here, come to report connections, and select all the pivot tables. And then click OK. Come to item types, right click, go to report connections, select all the pivot tables, and click OK. Go to sales rep, do the same thing, select the tables, click OK. Go to sales channel and do the same thing. Then other year, do report connection also. You click OK. Then finally, other months. You click here. And select the tables.
Right.
And then click OK. Is there any problem? Can you go see what I'm doing? So now we have connected all these.
I'm surprised. Nothing is moving. My screen just static.
It's an issue of network. I am sure that people are seeing what I'm doing.
Yes, I can see it clearly.
Can you mention?
It's your network, please. Try to get a stronger network or change your position. So now we have connected all the sliders with the dashboard. So the essence of the sliders is that now if you come to here, now this is regions. If you click on Asia here, if you click on it, you will observe that the chart has changed. So it is now what the dashboard is now showing you is all the transactions made in Asia. If you come here, this is total revenue per year. Total revenue per year now. This revenue is not showing you is only the total revenue that were generated in Asia. In Asia in 2022. If you click on North America, the chart will change. You can see. If you scroll down, if you click on Oceania, the chart will change. So it is now
showing. It's not.
Hello?
Showing at all.
It's your network. Even to hear you, I cannot hear you clearly.
Sure.
You can scroll down again, go to this South America. These are the transactions. So you can now navigate and see each transaction for each item. You want to see the total revenue generated only in Asia. The dashboard will show you the total transaction. Now, even in those, this is in South America, you can select a particular country. Like here, this is Argentina. These are the transactions made in Argentina. You can select Brazil. You see the changes and so on. We can, if you come to under the countries now, if you select Oceania, it will now show you the country. These are the countries. This is New Zealand. If you click on New Zealand, it will show you the transactions made. So that is how you create a dashboard and add sliders to them. So at this juncture, I will allow for questions again.